Uh, we have some breaking news coming in. Apologies for the interruption. Vice President JD Vance is set to embark on a diplomatic trip next week to Italy and India. The trip will begin this Friday with the Vice President travelling to Italy, where he will meet with Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni in Rome, just days after the visit to the White House. Following Italy, Vance will head to India with his wife, Second Lady Usha Vance, and their children. The family will visit New Delhi, Jaipur and Agra, where the Vice President will meet Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Vance family will also take part in various cultural engagements during the trip. Ross, I just want to get your outlook on this visit to these foreign countries, Italy and India, by the Vice President and his wife, Usha Vance. How will, do you think diplomatically, will JD Vance fees up against Italy, Giorgia Meloni's Italy, and Narendra Modi in India?
I think visiting Italy is somewhat of a thank you tour. Meloni has been a good supporter and friend to Donald Trump and to Trump's administration during the brief time that Trump has been in office. We're about to reach 100 days. So if we had to prioritize countries that have really extended a hand of friendship to the Trump administration, we would think about Israel certainly, but also Italy as well. So it's understandable that it would get priority for a vice presidential visit. And when it comes to India, that's a priority country in the Indo-Pacific region. Prime Minister Modi had an excellent relationship with President Trump during the first Trump term. And Modi has gotten off to a good start in the second Trump term. He visited Trump already. So again, if we think about countries to prioritize, India comes as no surprise either. And the two sides are also quickly making progress on a trade agreement as well, which I think is another reason to justify the visit by the vice president. And of course, Usha Vance being of Indian ethnicity, that's probably going to go down really, really well with the public in India, and will just add to the hubbub around the visit.
Adrian Calamel, I want to get your thoughts on this visit from the Vice President to both Italy and India. Adrian, if you could talk about the relationship that the Trump administration has with both Italy's Giorgia Meloni and India's Narendra Modi in these future visits by the Vice President along with his wife Usha.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much really left to say. I mean, Ross really hit on the points there. They're really, Italy's kind of, it's a safe bet. It's Meloni was very present in speaking with the Trump administration both before and after, and working with them. So they clearly view Italy as a partner in Europe, where some of the traditional European partners, the working relationship isn't at its strongest. And then if you look at India, I mean, India has always made a natural ally to the United States. Especially if we're looking to pivot away from China and looking to counter China in the region, we need to be working, cooperating with India. If we look to shift manufacturing base, U.S. There's questions about, can the U.S. support that? No, but I believe India can support a lot of work that is being done in China. And my belief is that work should have been given to India years and years ago, and the door should have been open to India instead of an opening to China. So that relationship is extremely important, and I would hope that with JD Vance, and Modi had a strong working relationship with Trump in his first term, so I would hope that would continue, and they would continue to build on that relationship, and even and really get into details about the IMEC corridor. I think that's one important initiative that they need to discuss to counter the One Belt, One Road initiative.
Adrian, in terms of these leaders, Giorgia Meloni was obviously present directly at Trump's inauguration, as well as there being a kind of a seemingly very, very close relationship with Narendra Modi and President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump even addressed a huge crowd in New Delhi in one of his first state visits to India during his first term. On a more personal level, why do you, and also a political level, obviously, why do you think that Narendra Modi and Giorgia Meloni and the Trump administration remain such close allies?
I just think they're aligned politically, economically, their worldview. They, Modi was a businessman. Trump was a businessman as well. They're both originally from the outside of the political world. They both came in relatively around Trump's first administration and Modi coming into office. It was around the same time. So you saw this shift, and there was this natural alignment where they seemed to get along right away. And then Italy, which has been a country that you look at their leadership through the Berlusconi years, and it's just been, I would say it's always taken a backseat in European politics, but it clearly wants to, and Giorgia Meloni sees a relationship and a strengthening relationship with the United States as being important, especially as the European Union it struggles from many issues. And I think strengthening a relationship with the United States definitely offsets some of those problems that she's dealing with internally.
Adrian Campbell and Ross Feingold, thank you very much for joining us. Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for. We will continue to bring you more